Oi, oi, what's on, guys? Cause Crypto here with another video. Um, Looking at everything now, markets are looking fantastic. So, just quickly going over overview at the minute, the whole cryptocurrency space is at 3.91 trillion, hit to around 4 trillion the other day. We've seen a bit of a cool off, slightly. Ethereum has started pumping again a little bit over the last couple of hours. Bitcoin's kind of accumulating around 118,000 at the minute, but everything is looking fine and dandy. And guys, as we can see here, fear and greed at 68. Everyone is bullish. Everyone's happy. It's great to see. But again, got to be aware, see how things are going. Altcoin season at 52, guys. So we're coming just now into a slight alt season. And how do we know that? Well, we look at the Bitcoin dominance. We look at how alts are performing and if certain altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin. Yeah, pretty much. So, as we said here, guys, Bitcoin at 118,200. And as we can look, guys, on the daily, Bitcoin reasonably flat, even on the weekly as well. Like I said, a bit of accumulation going on at the minute. Ethereum, though, pumped up again a little bit, went over that $3,800 range. And guys, as you can see, altcoin season, like we said, look, Bitcoin on the weekly, literally quite flat. Ethereum up nearly 25%, XRP nearly up 23%. On the daily as well, Ethereum is, like I said, one of them pumping. So could we start seeing Ethereum pump and all the coins in the Ethereum ecosystem start to do well as well? So like, other coins like your meme coins or any coins that use EVM, for example. But yeah, so Ethereum looking good at the minute. XRP 2.5%, but yeah, like I said, trading for $3.50. Look at that, is such a nice number to see. And Solana as well, guys, at the $180 range. We haven't seen a significant pump at Solana. We've seen a bit, but not a significant pump like we have the other alts at the minute. So I am very kind of keeping an eye on Solana. I've got a bit of money on the side where I, not much, maybe about 40 quid. So not much, but I might put a 10x on Solana on leverage. Again, guys, like I said, I don't do a lot of leverage, but if I'm happy to lose like £40, because I've got a bit of Solana spot bag, but I'm going to put a bit into that leverage. Again, it's only £40. Again, I don't do it very often, but yeah. But again, up 10%, so it's not bad, but like Dogecoin. So Doge up 30% on the weekly and 9% on the daily, so that is looking good. Trading at 26 cent. And Cardano as well, again, it's pumped quite a bit over the last kind of 2 weeks, week and a half, about 15% on the weekly. Sui as well, trading just under, so it's $3.92, 11%. Chainlink looking very good, up over 21%. Hedera's cooled off a little, I say cooled off a little bit, even still on the weekly, you're still at 13 and a bit percent. That's such a fantastic kind of number to see if you're investing in it, which I absolutely am. As I keep raving about. Yeah, Avalanche looking good as well, up 16% on the weekly and 3.5% on daily. SHIB coming alive a bit. Litecoin looking lively as well. But I mean, guys, even Pepe. I mean, on the weekly, sorry, here, 12.5% on the weekly, or nearly 13% on the weekly, and on the daily, 8%. So we're starting to see a little bit of a spike in the memes, but coins, but not like a significant one where you'd see the 40-50%, etc. Because remember, guys, even with Pepe, that's like what, a nearly $6 billion market cap. So if you want to move that 50%, that'd have to go up to a $9 billion near enough dollar market cap. So you've got to think about these things. But it tends to tell. So AIs haven't really popped off. Not all AIs, let's say, haven't really popped off yet. Did a little bit last week, but as we can see here, Ethereum Classic up 34%, $25 a coin. Internet Computer as well, not doing much. Ethana, so looking quite good there, 42%, then nearly 43% on the weekly. And then, guys, at KASPA around 12%. Anyway, let's look into the charts and have a good look at what's going on. So, guys, as you can see, accumulation now of Bitcoin. Every candle here is a daily candle. So, just looking at it, Bitcoin accumulating at the minute. We could see a bit of a sell-off again. I mean, we are just holding quite well. I mean, like, again, guys, from May, what are we talking, May 20th to about July, no, so nearly 2 months, Bitcoin basically accumulated within, well, again, we dipped down a bit to the 100,000 dollar range, but we've definitely accumulated between the 103, 104 up to the 110,000 for 2 months. So that happened there. We've seen this spike up. So Bitcoin from that around 100, let's say 107, no, 108,000 bang on, we wicked up to highs of about 14. Again, that's a wick. So that's an all-time high at 123,000, 14%. Where we are right now, so even if you bought Bitcoin there, you're up 9.5% right now. Not a bad investment at all. So £1,000 in, even £100, let's say, for us retail folk. £100, you're up £9.50. Brilliant. Not many stocks and shares are doing that at the minute with those kind of returns in a matter of what, a week, only 2 weeks. But yeah, so we could see a sell-off back down to like 100, possibly 111,800, that level of resistance which we had as the previous kind of all-time highs here. Maybe even around kind of 100, and we could come down to 114, for example. But let's go from here. If we come down even to, let's go down to here, previous all-time highs before we broke out, you're looking at a 5.5% drawback. 114,000, you're looking at about 3.5%. So if your Bitcoin's doing that, your altcoin's probably going to do a bit more, but I feel we're going to get a bit of a Solana pump. So I'm going to put a leverage trade on that as soon as I finish this video, unless I can log in. I've got a couple of other leverages on at the minute, just because I had a bit of money to put around. I put in £25. I'm currently up to £100. So in dollars, about 127, something like that. So about £90, let's say. So I'm just going to play around with it a little bit, because it's only 25 quid I used for this month's capital, which from my job. But yeah, so Bitcoin looking quite good, but look at the Bitcoin dominance. Now, that's what we want to see. That chart coming down. So people going, oh, Bitcoin dominance, surely it's got to be good, because if Bitcoin's going up, altcoins are going up. Correct. But when you see the Bitcoin dominance coming down like this, that means altcoins are taking over the market. So now, let's say you go back, a week ago, let's say, Bitcoin dominance was near enough 65%. So 65%, it's dropped 4%, meaning so Bitcoin occupied or had the amount of value of the cryptocurrency space, the whole cryptocurrency market. Bitcoin was 65% of it. Now it's only 61%. The reason being, altcoins like Ethereum, XRP, AERO, all these other altcoins performing so well that Bitcoin is, again, it's accumulated, it's still gone up a little bit. Again, 118,000 for Bitcoin, fantastic, but the altcoins they're performing even better than Bitcoin. All right, so down to, again, we're kind of broke through that 61%. We want to get through that, really. So that's our next level of resistance. Again, the only chart you want to see go down, really, is this kind of Bitcoin dominance, and possibly as well the US dollar as well to the UK pound, which we are kind of seeing here. So the US dollar is losing some momentum, but yeah, guys, and again, Ethereum, look at that on the daily candles. So I just want to show you guys as well, if Bitcoin is still above 117,000 over the last kind of, what's even just here, no, that one there. So the last only 9 days, it's 9 days, it's been above 117,000 on each daily close of the candle. So hopefully this week we will close it at the 118,000, because last week we closed at around 117. So yeah, we want to, oh no, actually, did we close at 119? No, 118 at 600. So great. Just another chart I wanted to look at here. So let's go add. So let's go Bitcoin, BTC. Let's go ETH, BTC. ETH, BTC. So Ethereum to Bitcoin. So when you see Ethereum doing better, let's have a look. See where is it to here? So ETH, Bitcoin. Good. So Ethereum to Bitcoin. When this chart is going up, Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin, right? So, guys, if you look back here, so Bitcoin was absolutely destroying Ethereum for months and months, even go back to even a couple of years ago. Last couple of years, Bitcoin has gradually, over time, been outperforming ETH. So ETH dropped significantly in comparison to how it's performing against Bitcoin, and it plateaued around 0.1 0.018. So, and then we similarly seen that spike. Ethereum go from like 1.4 to about 2.5. I can't remember. Look at that, outperforming Bitcoin amazingly. Bitcoin then started to rally. Boom. Okay, so what was it? That was the Iran and Israel news. So we started seeing then altcoins getting hit a lot harder. Like I said, more volatility there. But Bitcoin again was hit, and it went down to 100,000. But Ethereum didn't, was losing more ground because of the more volatility. If you compare other altcoins, this would have went off a lot more. So if you look at like Solana, XRP, Sui, whatever, you'll see the Sui to Bitcoin, that'll probably be even worse than the Ethereum one, because Ethereum did drop a bit, but as you go down, or the less valued projects or cryptocurrencies, that's going to drop a lot more against Bitcoin. So currently, as you've seen, as ETH started popping up, so obviously Bitcoin started rising, and then all of a sudden Ethereum has just taken off, and it's been outperforming Bitcoin significantly. So just to give you a good example here, so let's go from let's say July 14th. Yep, so July 14th. Let's see the percentage increase of Bitcoin. So July 14th, let's go here. So zoom in a little bit because you can't see anything with that. There we go. So July 14th, where are we to? Back here. 10th. Again, so guys, I mean, Bitcoin, it 14th, it went up, about 3% max. Okay, Ethereum, July 14th. I mean, if we want to, we can go. Let's go July 9th. It'd be a lot nicer to see. But let's, for example, I said July 14th, didn't I? But look at this, guys. So Bitcoin went up 3%. What did Ethereum go up? Guys, Ethereum went up 30%. So that kind of makes sense. So because Ethereum blasted off and pumped a lot harder than Bitcoin, it's then outperforming Bitcoin, shown in that chart. And that is showing alt season is coming. Or is kind of, it's in motion. So even from the July 9th, 48% from July 9th. 48, nearly 50%. July 9th. Let's go. So July 9th. Again, guys, Bitcoin did see a surge. And again, look, July 9th, 14%. So again, if we go down to ETH, BTC, where we to here? Good. So look, as you can see, July 9th, starting here, guys, Bitcoin, Ethereum outperformed Bitcoin. Fantastic to see. So that's kind of another thing to look out for when alt season starting. That rotation of money is going into Ethereum. Okay. So, and guys, I mean, one of my favorite projects as well, XRP. I mean, look at that. Since July 9th as well. So Ethereum went up, 48%. XRP managed to go 62% near enough. No, 61%. Candle to candle, wick to wick. Now currently up 55% near enough. Look at that, brilliant. But XRP currently, again, all-time highs broken. So we're in uncharted territory, and now we hopefully will be looking at this as the next level of support for XRP. So brilliant to see. Guys, Solana. Bless me. Currently not getting a close above $180. If we get that daily close, I'm gonna wait for the daily close, I think. And if it closes above 180, I could see a Solana coming up then, pushing on to $200 a coin if it closes above on the weekly as well. Very bullish for Solana. Currently, like we said, guys, between this $160 to $180 range. If we keep it between this, Solana is just going to accumulate, and before you know it, it will break out at some point. There's so much bullishness in Solana. The ecosystem is booming. There's more projects and mainstream kind of services being used through Solana, using that blockchain. So at the minute, for me, Solana, again guys, nothing in this video is financial advice. It's just a guy that loves cryptocurrency and a guy that likes to chat. But Solana, very undervalued in my eyes. So yeah, want to break that above that 180 and we can move on from there. Hedera, whoa, this has been moving. So Hedera from July 9th. So guys, what was it? XRP was 60 odd percent. Hedera was like basically 90, near enough 100%. Like let's say 93.5%. All right, right now you'd be up. If right where we are, you're up 80%. So you put £100 even just from here, right at this low, God, if you put it at the low, you'd be basically up 115-20%. But from the July 9th, where everything started popping off, if you just bought here, you put £100 in, you're like, I'll see what happens. And within a matter of 2 weeks, you're up £80. I mean, that is fantastic. You put £1,000 in, you're up £800. Luckily, I bought some Hedera. Where would we buy it? Around about here. So I bought about, I think it was £100 worth. So I'm up £80 on that trade. I say. I have it in my spot bag. So my Hedera bag, loving life at the minute. We'll see how things go. I think we can cool off. But currently with Hedera, looking at 27.8 cents, maybe 28 cents as a level of support now. Hopefully breaking that resistance. If we keep that support, that would be fantastic, and hold a candle above there, and then we can start breaking above that 31.5 cents, then 40 cent range if things start to get moving. Again, guys, KASPA as well. KASPA moving, absolutely moving. Not as much obviously as Hedera. I mean, from July 9th, you're looking at probably, I don't know, like about 45? I was going to say 40. I'm well off. 30, just over 30%. So again, even KASPA looking strong at the minute. Again, guys, at the minute, KASPA is a great project. It's a proof of work. Very kind of early stages. Developers are very passionate. They have no smart contracts at the minute. They get in the process of no tier 1 listings except for Kraken, obviously. Again, a very underrated project. Again, 4 years ago, Cardano, ADA, again, no smart contracts 4 years ago, and it went from, was it three? It basically it 10x'd in a matter of like weeks, and at the minute, again from that low, we're looking at about 50% from that July 9th low. So again, Cardano looking good as well, guys. And let's have a quick look at Sui, so holding between the range now. Definitely want to hold this level of support of around, was it $3.65? If we can get a buck above, if we can hold above $4, brilliant. Psychological level of resistance, I feel. But then we want to get above $4.20 to then push on. And even from those lows here, again, Sui performing quite well, 50% actually up there, and probably about 40% since then. So again, moving really well. Yeah, and guys, I mean, to be fair, a project I'm really into at the minute. I mean, I've got a bit of Jasmine as well. Jasmine performing really well today. So Jasmine, I mean, coming from this low here, luckily I bought. It's one of my kind of, how do I say, more risky kind of plays. I'm just going with it. Obviously, it's a Japanese kind of coin company. It has partnerships with like Panasonic and stuff like that, so it's doing quite well. I only bought £25 worth, and around where I've kind of marked, and I'm up 60% on that. Again, if you could put more in, that'd be fantastic. But I was putting into other coins as well, so I put more into my TARS AI. Again, guys, TARS at the minute very undervalued. Solana blockchain AI, doing AI kind of work on Solana. Currently about $70 million market cap, so very low. Previous all-time highs were at 35 pence, because I use it on Revolut, because it's not really on any other tier listings, but cent-wise, you're going literally wick up to just shy of 50 cents. So guys, we're currently at 8 cents. Getting back up to there, I absolutely think is possible, obviously, when the rotations of coins happen. Okay, again, not financial advice, not saying for you to buy it, but I'm just saying right now, look at it. We're kind of wicking. My voice went really high then. Kind of wicking here around the 7.5 cent range. So I put in for a leverage. I can't remember if it was a 10x or whatever. What is it? Is it 10x? Maybe, I can't remember, but I only put a little bit in. But again, I put in for a cash out around here. I put 11 cents because on the daily it was around the 200-day EMA. But I reckon we could absolutely wick back up if movement comes through other altcoins other than Ethereum in the next couple of weeks, probably. You never know. Not saying it will definitely happen, but I feel having these positions now is a time where I can make money. All of us can. So yeah, a very underrated project, and kind of like at these lows at the minute. Again, we've accumulated from here since April. So we had that nice little spike, quite a large spike. Was it a 450% spike? I can't remember. 550, sorry. Wow. I bought in, boom, 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 down, 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 all there. I'll show you my Revolut on my phone one point. I'll do a video on my phone, just show you what I'm doing. But yeah, it looks good. Oh, that's for the roast chicken. Bit down in a minute. But yeah, so a very underrated project, but yeah, I'm just DCAing at the minute, and I've got a leverage of like £25, not even that. So just to keep an eye on it, really. But yeah, Jasmine at the minute doing very well. Whether we get back up to levels at around 2.6 cents, I mean, how far away are we from there at the minute? You're looking at probably, what, 30 odd percent? Yeah, 32%. Fine, quick maths. Again, Sega as well, guys, pushing a little bit, but Sega has so far to go in the sense of what it could do. Absolutely, it's a great project on the EVM as well network, and again, Ethereum pumps a little bit. That's been pumping as well. And has ONDO pumped a little bit or no? So ONDO again, $1.06, looking very good. At the minute, I'm not buying it. I'm waiting it to come back down to probably about. It could come down to that kind of $1 range. Could just come below and use levels of about 95 cents. I'll probably DCA more into that as well. Anyway, let's have a quick look at some news here. I mean, Cointelegraph at the minute. What did I find? So Insight. So Japan's A+ credit cards now turns reward points into crypto. That includes XRP, Bitcoin, and ETH. Guys, everything going on right now with all the crypto bills that have been passed. Well, one crypto bill has been sent to Trump, and that was the Genius Act, was it? Around stablecoins, which, again, guys, just to let you guys know quickly. So, again, 3 bills passed. So, the Genius Act is basically, which Trump signed into law on the Friday that was. Basically, it's the first federal I can never say that, regulatory framework for stablecoins with rules for issuers and backing requirements. And obviously then, guys, we've got the Clarity Act, which, you know, has gone through Senate, and its jurisdiction over digital assets from the SEC to hopefully go into the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and defines establishes rules for cryptocurrency or crypto assets exchanges, brokers, and dealers. So it's basically getting more clarity on what crypto is, what's okay, what's not okay, what's security, whatever. Kind of gives you a bit more of an idea of what is basically, like with fiat at the minute. We know money's money. There's only so much you can do with it. Crypto, a bit different. It's on a blockchain. Again, different blockchains. There are many cryptocurrencies out there. So the Clarity Act then helps kind of get some more regulatory kind of clarity around that. And then the final one, obviously, is the central bank digital currency anti-surveillance state, which is headed to Senate as well. So it prohibits the Federal Reserve from issuing a central bank digital currency without congressional approval. So basically, this is trying to keep out kind of like banks controlling it and just allowing for people to have more control of the money, for example. But those two haven't been signed by Trump yet. The only one that has, which is the Genius Act. Again, things sold off a little bit on the Friday, not significant amounts, but little bits. And then what else was it as well? So we're just looking at, guys, I mean, not that. So guys, looking at the minute, look where we are. So a couple weeks ago, or say a month ago, Bitcoin was at 17, XRP 8, crypto 9. No one's interested. XRP was around $2.20, $2.30. What is it now? $3.50. Look at that. XRP is higher than Bitcoin in searches. Fantastic. So we're starting to see some people just searching on Google looking for these things because prices are going up. So people are interested. And then lastly, guys, we're looking at leverages. So asset inflows and outflows, don't want that. Because I want to see something else. Let's have a look. So yeah, let's just refresh just to make sure. And then let's go on the daily, guys. What do you reckon everyone is with Bitcoin? I reckon everyone's quite neutral. So 2 billion shorts, literally 1.99, 1.93. So people thinking Bitcoin's going to go up, nearly 2 billion, the same as shorts. So we're right in the middle. So even to liquidate some of the longs, if you want to liquidate half of them, 116,000, guys. So easily done. To liquidate shorts, I mean, 129,000. Even if we go back up to 123, kind of, you're liquidating pretty much most of them. Not BTC. We'll go to that. I'll go to Ethereum. But look, on the weekly, on the monthly, guys, amount of people going along on Bitcoin, nearly 19 billion shorts. Just shy of 7 billion. So even like 18 billion if you wanted to get rid of a third of them. 113,000. If we're going to go back down to that previous all-time high-ish level, you're looking at around there. So it's near enough half of them plus stop losses. So again, absolutely possible. Anything is possible in cryptocurrency, isn't it? We have seen that. People have made a lot of money. People have lost a lot of money. Guys, just be careful of it. That's all I will say. And again, Blowfin. It's probably logged me out, so because I do it all on my phone. Yeah, so log in. I'll just quickly log in, show you guys what I'm doing. So, for gosh sake, where we to? I just want to log in. You're right. This is where it always goes like this. So I'll log in a minute. I'll leave it for now. But yeah, I'll show you the next video. But yeah, that's for me today, guys. Hope that's helpful, guys. Just keep, again, everything's holding a little bit. Ethereum's pumping slightly. Some altcoins are pumping, but again, stick to your guns, stick to your plans, what you were doing. You made a decision for a reason. Again, none of it's financial advice, but just have confidence in your plays. Again, guys, gaming and stuff like that hasn't kicked off significantly. What am I keeping an eye on at the minute? I mean, I've got some of my meme coins. I've got my gameplays here. So Metacade. So I put some in, luckily around here, about 50 quid's worth, and that is up 143%. So again, I bought the dips. You get rewarded. That's what's happened here. I know gaming hasn't kicked off yet fully, but I've got a nice little bag there. Coming back up to these levels around May, and then when we come back up to all-time highs around the 4.5 cents, that's 2.5x from here. Absolutely possible. But yeah, that's me today, guys. Hope you have a good one, and I'll catch you next one. Look after each other, and see you later. Ciao now.